Welcome to Lesson 5. Now this one I call the anchor. You're wondering, what the hell does that mean? Did you just make this shit up? Yeah, I pretty much did. For me, the anchor is, if you're a right-handed person and you're playing at a right-handed kit, to me, the anchor is your left foot on the hi-hat. Or, and I'm going to show you in some exercises later, you could translate what you were doing on the hi-hat to your left bass drum if you're playing double bass. But primarily I'm going to focus on the left foot as the anchor to keep meter and to keep even time, to make your beats subdivide where they should. It helps you internally find, the proper way to make your beats sound fluid and clean. Okay. I use it as a guide, essentially. Now, like most rock drummers, well, I'm not going to say most, but a lot, and I'm going to say I'm the most guilty that when I started playing, I did not use my left foot as the guide. I didn't make the hi-hat follow along with beats I was playing. I was only using it to open and close it when I needed. I didn't use it right. I'm self-taught, so that's the way it goes. Later on, I had a teacher who was a jazz teacher. He taught me, obviously, how to keep time using your hi-hat, and the ride cymbal would be typical jazz beat that we all have heard a million times. But then also to get in the habit of using your left foot to help you keep time. Now, it wasn't till later on when I discovered one of my favorite drummers of all time, Thomas Hucker from Meshuggah, and Jay Postones from Tesseract, two prime examples of guys in metal who use their left foot as a guide to pretty much everything they play. I mean, if you watch either guy on some videos on YouTube, that's what you're going to see. And even Thomas explains that he uses sort of his left foot as the anchor and his left hand as the anchor because they're always playing in 4/4, where his right leg and his right hand are all over the place. I mean, you'll see what I mean. Using cyclical phrases or what have you that make it sound like it's odd time, but it's not. It's 4/4. So it's like he has two brains. His left side, I guess, controlled by the right brain, and the left hemisphere controlling the other stuff, which is playing two different things altogether. Amazing. Jay also does the same thing. I didn't go too wacky with that. I'm not at that level. I mean, I use it mainly to anchor myself or to anchor the parts that I'm playing so that they sound solid, that they sound true. And so for beginners, and I'm just going to do a simple explanation. So my left foot's on the hi-hat, and I'm just keeping a steady beat. Like very simple, steady beat. And then in between that, I'm just doing other things to keep me anchored. And that could have been perceived as two different time signatures, but it's not really. I was just trying to make the point that my left foot is helping me keep my other limbs solid. I'm going to do more demonstrations where I'm going to play a beat, and then you'll see how I'm using my left to keep me solid while my right foot is doing fast doubles or going into triplets. Or just doing a simple beat. So right now I'm just going to show you doing a simple beat. And that was sort of a mixed demonstration of me going into a different time or a different feel, doing doubles with my right foot, using eighth notes as my anchor, and then knowing where my hi-hat will open so I can catch that accent. That's something common if you've ever listened to in Living Color, which is awesome band. Wheel and Calhoun, huge influence. If you've noticed his playing, and I'm going to do an example of probably the most famous song you've heard of them is Cult of Personality in the chorus. So he's playing on the ride and he's using the anchor. I believe he's doing quarter notes, and he's using the opportunity as it opens to make an accent. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. So you get the idea. It's actually kind of a nice trick or a nice accent when you're using, again, your left foot, opening your hi-hat, and then having the next beat immediately come onto a crash cymbal or onto the bell of the ride or onto the bow of the ride. That's something I do a lot. Now, the second part of what I wanted to talk about as the anchor is everything that you just saw me do with my hi-hat. I'm now going to try and translate that to my left foot in double bass. Because, or you know what? I'm going to first do the pattern with my left foot on the hi-hat. And then I'm going to transfer my foot to my left pedal and then do that, as you'll hear it, is double bass. Okay, so we'll try that right now. And now I'm going to, and you'll be able to see it from the foot cam, that I'm going to put my foot across both my hi-hat and my bass drum pedal. This is something you'll see John Tempesta, a few other guys do a lot, so that you're playing double bass and your hi-hat. You could use it in solo parts and patterns. I'm just going to show something that kind of merges what I was talking about with the anchor with the accents that William Calhoun does a lot, and just basically mixing it up, making some interesting beats out of it. So I'm going to demonstrate that right now. It's going to be a simple double bass beat, and I'm going to mix in my hands a couple of simple things just for demonstration. Now, if you'll notice from my foot cam, from what I just did, that my pedals are kind of close together. That makes it easier to do that. Actually, I should have had them closer together, so it would have been a lot cleaner. But I just wanted to demonstrate the simple part of it. Another drummer that I've seen do that kind of thing with simultaneously using the hi-hat pedal and the left bass drum pedal is Benny Greb, and he makes some incredible grooves doing that. I could show you one more exercise where my feet are doubling up in a way while I'm maintaining sort of like a simple hi-hat groove. And that's mainly to show that, again, you can get accents off your hi-hat and then still do something interesting that's going on with double bass. So we'll do that now. Okay, that concludes this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and please check out other videos. You can contact me, as you'll see in my details on social media, for any questions you have. And thanks very much for watching.